deep within the heart of a small, secluded town called Ravensbrook, nestled on the edge of a desolate coastline, stood a house shrouded in an air of foreboding mystery. Its weathered facade bore the weight of countless secrets, but none were as ominous as the window on the second floor. Locals spoke in hushed whispers, their voices trembling with fear of the cursed window that beckoned to the brave and the foolhardy. It was said that this particular window possessed a curse, leading to an endless expanse of ocean in a parallel world, an unfathomable realm infested with bloodthirsty monsters. Word of the cursed window spread like wildfire among the superstitious townsfolk, perpetuating a tapestry of dread and warning. But one man, Samuel Hawthorne, a wanderer by nature, possessed an insatiable curiosity that could not be quelled. Drawn to the allure of the unknown, he yearned to unravel the enigma that shrouded the cursed window. Ignoring the pleas and fearful gazes of his neighbors, he embarked on a treacherous path towards the haunted house, determined to uncover the secrets that lay beyond the threshold. As Samuel cautiously approached the window, the atmosphere grew heavy with anticipation, as if the very air held its breath. A chill wind whispered haunting melodies, tugging at his clothes in a futile attempt to dissuade him. Heart pounding, he pushed aside his fears and stepped across the threshold, plunging headlong into the abyss of the parallel world. In an instant, Samuel found himself ensconced within a realm vastly different from his own. The vast expanse of the ocean stretched before him, an endless tapestry of swirling waves and churning currents that seemed to defy the laws of nature. It was a world draped in perpetual twilight, where the sun's feeble rays struggled to pierce the thick blanket of mist that hung low over the water. The scent of brine mingled with the acrid tang of decay, infusing the air with a foreboding unease. The ocean, both beautiful and treacherous, became Samuel's constant companion and greatest adversary. Its depths concealed unspeakable horrors, abominations born from the darkest corners of the human psyche. Creatures of nightmarish proportions lurked beneath the surface, their forms monstrous and grotesque. Their eyes, glowing like orbs of malevolence, peered out from the depths, tracking Samuel's every movement with an insatiable hunger. Fear, like icy tendrils, wrapped around Samuel's heart as he realized the dire truth had unwittingly entered a domain ruled by darkness and primal savagery. Hideous creatures, born of twisted nightmares, prowled the ink-black waters, their sinewy forms illuminated by the pale light of a crescent moon. Their eyes burned with a feral hunger, and their serrated teeth gleamed like shards of obsidian. Samuel knew that survival in this treacherous world would demand every ounce of his strength and cunning. Days merged into nights, and weeks melted into months as Samuel fought tooth and nail to survive. He became a skilled hunter, honing his senses and adapting to the harsh reality that enveloped him. From the wreckage of ships, he fashioned crude weapons, a serrated blade of driftwood, a bow strung with sinew, each one a testament to his unwavering will to live. The dilapidated remains of forgotten structures served as his sanctuary, offering a meager respite from the constant threat that surrounded him. Years turned into decades, and Samuel became a mere whisper of the man he once was. Time etched lines upon his face, while his spirit bore the weight of despair. Every waking moment was consumed by an unyielding yearning to find a way back to his own world, back to the warmth and safety of Ravensbrook. Yet, despite his tireless efforts, the cursed window remained an impenetrable barrier, mocking his desires and chaining him to this desolate existence. Haunted by his own solitude and the ever-looming presence of the monstrous inhabitants, Samuel's spirit began to wane. Desperation clawed at his weary soul as he realized that escape may forever elude him. With a heavy heart, he made the gut-wrenching decision to seal the cursed window, to lock it away from both worlds. In that moment, hope crumbled like fragile sand, leaving only resignation in its wake. The house stood abandoned once more, a hollow shell housing the remnants of a forgotten nightmare. Samuel, forever mocked by the harrowing experiences of his two-decade-long odyssey, retreated into a life of solitude, his heart heavy with the weight of memories too painful to bear. He became a ghost in his own town, a shadow of a man who once possessed an insatiable curiosity, now lost to the depths of an ocean that existed beyond the bounds of comprehension. And so, the tale of Samuel Hawthorne and the cursed window faded into the annals of Ravensbrook's history, a cautionary tale whispered by the townsfolk to their children. The sealed window became a silent sentinel, forever story to the cursed temple. Amidst the vast expanse of the storm-tossed ocean, far beyond the sight of any land, lies an accursed temple, a place of unspeakable terror and profound darkness. This forsaken sanctuary, known as the Temple of Desolation, stands tall, a sinister sentinel rising from the murky depths. Within its oppressive confines, an ancient and malevolent entity, known as the Abyssal Sovereign, reigns supreme, weaving a web of horror and despair. Drawn by an inexplicable force, our protagonist, a daring explorer named Amelia, finds herself aboard a creaking vessel, sailing towards the fabled Temple of Desolation. Haunting legends and whispered tales of lost souls reach her ears, warning her of the relentless monster that dwells within. Unfazed by the dire warnings, Amelia's thirst for discovery and her unwavering determination push her onward, driving her to face the unspeakable horrors that await. As her ship draws closer to the temple's ominous silhouette, a sense of foreboding engulfs Amelia, casting a chilling veil over her spirit. Unyielding in her resolve, she embarks on a treacherous journey through the tempestuous sea, guided only by a cryptic map and an unwavering belief in her own resourcefulness. With a heart pounding in her chest, Amelia sets foot upon the crumbling steps of the temple, its stone surface worn by the relentless assault of the unforgiving ocean. The air, heavy with an ancient curse, whispers ominous secrets that raise the hairs on her neck. She takes a deep breath, gripping her lantern tightly, its feeble glow barely penetrating the shroud of darkness enveloping her. Navigating the labyrinthine corridors, Amelia encounters haunting specters, remnants of those who had ventured before her, forever trapped in a tortured existence. These tormented souls, driven mad by the Abyssal Sovereign's malevolence, lunge at her with spectral tendrils of despair, but she fights back with every ounce of her being, pressing forward with unyielding determination. Deeper into the heart of the temple, Amelia discovers a vast chamber, a foreboding domain that serves as the Abyssal Sovereign's lair. The monster, a grotesque amalgamation of sinew and scale, thrashes within a pool of inky blackness, its monstrous form pulsating with eldritch energy. Its all-seeing eyes fixate upon Amelia, its hunger for eternal servitude palpable. Knowing that mere physical strength is insufficient, Amelia relies on her wits and resourcefulness to combat the Abyssal Sovereign. She unearths ancient texts, hidden scrolls, and relics of forgotten power, piecing together a spell of banishment, whispered of only in hushed, forbidden incantations. A climactic battle ensues, a battle fought not only in the realm of flesh but also in the depths of willpower and arcane might. Amelia's hands trace intricate sigils in the air as she chants the incantation, her voice resonating with power. The temple trembles, its very foundation shaken by the confrontation of mortal against monstrosity. The Abyssal Sovereign's hypnotized servants, once thought lost to darkness, awaken from their trance, their loyalty now redirected towards Amelia. They rally around her, lending their strength to her cause. Together, they unleash a torrent of energy, their combined will overwhelming the malevolent monster. In a final act of desperation, the Abyssal Sovereign summons its remaining power, unleashing a cataclysmic force that threatens to engulf the entire temple. Amelia, fueled by the unwavering conviction that she alone can break the curse, stands defiant against the onslaught. She channels the gathered energy of the freed servants and directs it with unyielding focus. In an explosion of arcane brilliance, the power of the banishment spell clashes with the Abyssal Sovereign's dark essence. A cataclysmic surge of light engulfs the chamber, consuming the creature in a vortex of divine retribution. The temple, racked with the unleashed forces of good and evil, crumbles into a maelstrom of crumbling stone and churning waves. As the dust settles and the tumultuous ocean waters calm, Amelia emerges from the ruins, battered but triumphant. The temple, once a monument to suffering and despair, sinks into the unfathomable depths, forever sealed away along with the Abyssal Sovereign's reign of terror. Word of Amelia's valiant victory spreads throughout the seafaring communities, her name whispered with awe and gratitude. She becomes a legend, an inspiration to those who long for the courage to confront their deepest fears. But within her heart, she carries the indelible scars of her harrowing ordeal, a constant reminder of the price one must pay to vanquish the forces of darkness. As she sails away from the accursed waters, Amelia embraces the radiant sun, her soul forever changed by her harrowing encounter with the Temple of Desolation. Her tale serves as a chilling reminder of the power of determination and resilience in the face of overwhelming evil.